they don't necessarily believe in people, and they always believe that people are projects to be fixed. So of course, they have the eye of someone that is looking around and seeing of everyone's shortcomings, right? What's good, you guys? It's your girl Sarah. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, we have a zodiac list today, but not a zodiac list reaction. What's different about this video is that, of course, unlike the zodiac list that I react to, I made this list. So this is my list for the top 3 signs that I think get the ick the fastest in relationships. And if you're new to that term or you don't know what an ick means, basically it's a turn off. You know what I mean? And of course, as social media likes to do, like the term ick has been overused and everyone is just using that word loosely nowadays, but really it's just a turn off. And obviously there's some icks that you can't come back from, but there's plenty of shit that people can do where you're like, but like it's not like a deal breaker, you know what I mean? So we're doing this just for fun, obviously, so let's just get into it. Okay, the first sign that I picked is of no surprise to anybody, literally anybody, unless you're a Virgo and like this is your first Zodiac astrology video you've ever seen in your life and you're like, people think Virgos are picky. Yes. I'm so happy that I took that virginity from you. Yes, Virgos, you are picky. Therefore, you are on this list, okay? Virgo, are we really surprised? Virgo runs by the standard of you're icky unless you're proven otherwise. You know what I mean? Like truly, they walk around and they really are amazed by the audacity of people and the way people live their lives and the decisions they make that they're okay with. Virgo truly can't help but look around and be like, I am appalled by the way that people live their lives, and that is just a part of their personality. And maybe it's their naturally cynical nature, but Virgo is reminded of how much everyone is below their standard on the daily. You know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily believe in people, and they always believe that people are projects to be fixed. So of course, they have the eye of someone that is looking around and seeing of everyone's shortcomings, right? And because of that, they're on this list. Virgo is also known to be a perfectionist, you know, and they are constantly in search of people that care. And I mean care in the most general sense about anything and everything as much as they do. They notice all the details, and chances are if you did something wrong, whether it's chewing a little too loud, use T-H-E-R-E instead of T-H-E-I-R. You know what I mean? There versus there versus there. Like you not knowing that, instant turn off for a Virgo, and they will clock it with the quickness and get the ick. Virgo already, like I said, has a hard time believing in relationships just because they can be so cynical. And I think any reason to kind of put someone on the back burner or to push them away, they will find that reason, especially if they're in that self-sabotage area of their life. They will make it so they can push you away. Anytime they see a minor little thing that they don't like, they will get the ick and they'll walk away easily, because to them, they're like, well, my perfect partner, my ideal partner wouldn't do some shit like that. You know what I mean? And granted, I mean, I love that your standards are high, but also at the same time, you are going to be looking for the rest of your life if you think you're going to find the perfect person, because that person doesn't exist. So the beauty is in the imperfections, and you have imperfections too, and we still love you for it. So another thing about Virgos and their relationship with icks is because their standards are so high. You know, Virgos are very hard workers and they have such high standards. Their eye for an ick is truly something special. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's one of their superpowers, actually, not just in obviously relationships, in every facet of life, in their career, especially in their passions. Like, they are that detail-oriented sign that you show them something and you need them to figure out what it's lacking or what needs to be fixed. Virgo will see that with the quickness. But the thing is, that same characteristic that they have also is used in relationships. They can't just turn that off, you know what I mean? So if they see something wrong with you, two of things is gonna happen. Either they're gonna get the ick and walk away forever because, ew, you're gross, I never wanna see you in front of me again. Or two, they're gonna be like, oh my God, I have been meaning to have another project. Lucky for you, you're my project now.
Now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
You know, so really it's a matter of if you want someone that is willing to be your, like I said, dance mom. Virgos are dance moms. And some people like that. Also, I just want to let y'all know that if you like someone, but something about them, something, you just can't figure out what, something about them is off-putting, call a Virgo today. You know, 1-800-VIRGO, call a Virgo today. They will use their analytical and detective skills to find exactly what is wrong with them for you. Okay, next on the list may come to a surprise to some people, but I'm not surprised, obviously, because I put it here. And if you really understand this sign's energy, you would understand why they would be on this list, okay? Libra. So you might be wondering why this Venus-ruled sweetie is on this list. But a lot of people overlook the similarities between Virgo and Libra. You know, they're neighbor signs. They both value cleanliness and aesthetics and order. Order in the motherfucking courtroom. You know what I mean? Order in the motherfucking courtroom. And that is a courtroom of love and relationships, you know? While Virgo will get the ick about little habits, Libra will get the ick when it comes to the way that you interact with other humans in any social setting. So anything that involves you and another, which is a lot of times in life, they are looking at the way you interact with other people. And not on some like controlling shit. Like they're really sussing you out. They're really seeing the person that you are through your interactions with other people. And that's because, you know, Libra is known to be the best at socializing, and they're really good at making people feel comfortable, making things feel balanced. So they're looking at their partner to see if they embody any of those traits. And if they see that you don't, that is when the itch will start for them. And the thing is, Libra has this ability to socialize while also looking at their person of interest to see how they are socializing. Like they just have the mind and the ability to do that. There's plenty of people that can't multitask, or especially when it comes to like, you know, having a conversation, they're not really aware of what's going on around them. Libra is very much there in the conversation and actively listening, but somehow their mind has the capacity to also see what is going on. And trust and believe, even if your Libra partner, date, or whatever is talking to someone else and you're talking to someone else, they have eyes in the back of their head for you, or they're hearing you. Trust me, they will know by the end of the night how you were acting up. And they might get the ick if they hear something back that doesn't align with their image, you know? Libra also hates conflict. You know, they're pacifists for the most part, and if they notice that you embrace conflict and you enjoy arguing for the sake of arguing or for your ego to be proven right, Libra has the ick. That is when they'll get the ick. And let's be honest, I just want to say, a large majority of people in this world, I don't know if it's the stress that we're all under because the world's like going to shit, but a lot of people are angry these days, you know? So it's rough out here for Libras, because although they also feel that anger, they're really good at putting on a brave face and still being happy and still being charming. But a lot of the people out here do not have that same level of class, and that bothers Libra, you know? So they get the ick fairly quickly. And Libra also can get along with anybody, any personality, because they have this ability to mirror you. They go out of their way to truly understand people, and even people that couldn't be any more different than them. They have a way of finding similarities and making them feel comfortable in the conversation. So what's your excuse? You know what I mean? Like to Libra, they notice if you don't try around them, if you're being weirdly quiet, or if you're, you know, if you're using any sort of like silence to gain control of a situation, or if just your social manners are lacking. They will get the ick and bounce. And the thing is, it'll hurt when a Libra gets the ick and leaves you, because Libra doesn't have that period where they're just like, oh, Libra's sad because we ended things. You're gonna see Libra on the streets. You're gonna see Libra talking to people. You're gonna see Libra, actually now they're friends with one of your friends, and suddenly they're becoming tighter than you guys ever were, and that hurts your feelings. Well, that's what Libra does, you know what I mean? They just can't help it. They make connections everywhere they go. So while Libra may not be like the most vengeful after a relationship ends, they have a way of twisting that knife, because you'll see them socializing, being out and about and being happy, and you'll wonder why. How is it that they're okay? It's the Libra thing, you know what I mean? It's the Libra charm. It's the Libra charm. And Libra will look at you through rose-colored glasses for a while, similar like Pisces, but as soon as there is a bump in the road, Libra does this thing where they assume a big fight or disagreement is looming and is on its way. So they will get the ick now because now they're under the impression that you are a danger to their peace, you know? Libra is always trying to protect their peace. And if they feel like you are someone that has the ability to change that, or that you are inconsistent in that way, your moods, they will get the ick in that sense. Libra is so good at putting on a brave face no matter what is going on internally or externally. They're so good at having a good poker face to make everyone feel comfortable. So they just don't have that high of a tolerance for people that can't do that. People that can't bite their tongue. People that can't read the room. They get the ick so easily when it comes to that shit. But also, newsflash, Libra, peace is not real. Like, yeah, sure, you'll experience moments of peace, but like eternal peace is not a thing. There's always gonna be something that's gonna bother you about people, and there's gonna be icks that you can get over, but then there's gonna be icks that you can't get over. But don't assume every time you get an ick that the relationship is done. Okay, so for the last sign that we have on this list is Capricorn. Capricorn, the goat, okay? Capricorn is the goat, and have y'all seen the way goats climb? I'm gonna post a picture here. Like, how do they do it? You should ask yourself this about Capricorns all the time. How do they do it? They know what they can do, and they know the impact that they have, and they have a list of pre-approvals that they need to happen before they allow just anyone in their life. You know what I mean? That is why they can get the ick so easily, because they're vetting you. You know what I mean? Capricorns view relationships as risks, and any new person can have the ability to completely ruin your social status or your public image, basically everything that you've worked hard for in life, which is what Capricorn values the most. You know, Capricorn is very picky with who they associate themselves with, which is why they get the ick so easily, because they're seeing how other people would view them if you're caught doing some shit like this. You know what I mean? And they don't forget about these things easily. They see you having a weird take. They see you being a little too lazy, not having, you know what I mean, life of your own. All these things are an ick to a Capricorn. Also, Capricorn puts themselves on a high pedestal, and honestly, why shouldn't they? They really do respect themselves, and with that level of self-discipline, you know, how can you not put yourself on a pedestal? They have this thing where they will look down on you in the beginning because they're sizing you up. Like, Capricorn is truly sizing you up. They want to see what you're made of. They want to see how strong you are. They want to see if you have motivation in life. So there's a lot of things going against you when a Capricorn placement is interested in you, because they're taking it very seriously. And again, because they're taking it so seriously, they're looking for little minor things that are going to bother them in the future, because they're thinking about the future often, and they're not ones to just live in the moment and be like, oh, we'll deal with that tomorrow. No, little things that they see about you that they don't like, little icks, they're gonna realize that there's no future here and there's no point here, so let's not waste each other's times. Because as I always say, a Capricorn placement's biggest fear in life is having their time wasted. So if you're gonna do something embarrassing right now and give them an ick, they're not gonna give you a chance to ever do that again in their presence. Another thing about Capricorns, because they're also ruled by Saturn, they're really good at enforcing boundaries. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you are good at enforcing boundaries, it's kind of your way of getting icks quickly. In some ways, you know, some could say, some being me, if you get icks quickly, it means that you have a boundary. You're like, oh, that's gross, I don't want that. Oh, that's an ick, I don't want that. So Capricorn is really setting boundaries in that way. They know what they like and they know what they don't like, and they typically have a hard nose and deal breakers when it comes to relationships. And as soon as you show a characteristic in which they deem as disgraceful or, you know, an icky characteristic, the ick is here, and you, my friend, have lost all access to them. Capricorn will no longer be in your life. They're gone. You know what I mean? They're gone. They're cold like that, and they don't care. You know what I mean? Because to them, they're like, I'm helping you out. I'm not taking you seriously anymore, so I'm gonna leave. Okay, so that is the 3 signs that I picked. Honestly, when I made this list, I realized that all these signs are super picky, and they do get the icky with the quickie, you know? But they do take dating really seriously. Wait, did I just say Libra takes dating seriously? Let me backtrack. Virgo and Capricorn take dating very seriously. Libra is here for a good time, but they will also get the ick. And although they have a lot of people in the back burner, they still care about the people that they're dating, because every time a Libra is interested in someone, they think it's the love of their life. They genuinely are like, I have a crush, I think I found the love of my life, you know? So to them, they actually get very triggered when an ick happens, because they're like, oh my God, an ick. An ick? I'm having an ick reaction to the love of my life? Check on Libras. Check on Libras all the time. And happy Libra season. Check on your Libra today. So yeah, those are the 3 signs I picked. Let me know how much you agree with those 3 signs. Is there a sign that you would add here? If there is, please comment it down below, and you have to tell me your reasoning. You know what I mean? I want to know why. I want to know why. Let me know if you dated one of these signs before. Did they make you feel like they're always judging you? Let me know. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to link the socials over here. I'll see you on Thursday for the podcast, and have a good week. Bye.